Hey everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Boss Battle. So as you well know, the Plains of Eidolon has come with a brand new boss, the Eidolon Teralyst. Now the Eidolon's a relic of the old war, a being of energy that's trying to pull itself together and become whole again. It's just smashing just about everything in its path right now. It's by far my favourite fight in the game right now and requires some coordination to be able to take it down. First things first with the fight preparation. Couple of things you have to make sure you're ready for with the fight. First, make sure you have some really strong weapons. Things like sniper rifles are incredible because the damage roll applies from combos, opticals, stuff like that. Auras also do make a difference. Right now, shield disruption does decrease the shields. It's definitely not intended to work and is likely to not be in the game much longer. Corrosive projection does also work, however at this stage I'm not sure with the fact that shield disruption is not supposed to work. I'm not sure whether corrosive projection is not supposed to work either. So honestly, I'm not sure what's intended, what's not. I'm gonna just add into the description if the fight gets changed. So there are two ways to do this fight. One is a straight up kill. One requires tethering the Eidolon down. The actual fight is done in exactly the same way both times, except the tethering requires one additional step. To tether the Eidolon, you need to find the Eidolon lures which spawn in the Grineer encampments as soon as the night hits. To take control of the lures, what you need to do is shoot them to knock them down, hack them to bring them under your control. The lures on their own are not actually that helpful. What you've got to do is to charge them. To do that, you need to hit the Eidolon Teralyst enemies that spawn around the Teralyst and put them into ghost mode. Once the Teralyst is not glowing, you need to shoot it with a standard weapon and it will go into that ghost mode and the lure will then absorb it. Once it's absorbed 3 of those Teralysts, it will glow and become fully charged. Once fully charged, it will tether itself to the Teralyst, stopping it from moving away during stages. If you're trying to take down the Eidolon using the lures, you're going to make sure to need to keep them alive. So I definitely recommend bringing a Trinity along to heal them up because the Teralyst is going to damage them. Either you're going to need to heal them or you're going to need to bring more to the fight and charge them mid-fight. Fighting with the lures will net you a flawless sentient core with a chance of a brilliant Eidolon shard. It is important to make sure though that you have 2 fully charged lures actually on the Eidolon, on the Teralyst, when it dies to be able to get that shard though. So it is very, very important to make sure you have those 2 fully charged lures. Since we've talked about the lures, what they do, how do you actually fight the Eidolon? Well, the fight itself is kind of simple, to be honest. It has multiple stages, 4 of which are the same, and then you've got pretty much the final stage. So to start taking him down, what you need to do is get close to the Eidolon, pop into operator mode and start shooting him with your void energy beam, which is the left click from your operator. While he has shields, you can only damage him with your operator. At this point, regular weapons do nothing at all. You need to burn his shields down until he turns red. Once he's turned red, you can shoot one of the 4 weak spots you can see on the screen right now. Either one of the arms or either one of the knees. There is no difference to what you shoot first. It actually makes no difference whatsoever. During this stage though, he will spawn Teralysts which will mostly shoot at you constantly, trying to kill you obviously. But also they can transfer shields to the Teralyst, making him invulnerable to regular fire again, forcing you to take the shields down with the operator once more. You can see the ads that are giving him the shields, they've got a beam leading directly to them. So take them down, shoot them with regular weapons till they glow white, and then either finish them off with your operator beam or let them get sucked up by your lures. Once you take down the weak spots, he will drop to the ground, send out waves of energy. That will hit you with a magnetic proc and deal a ton of damage. Now, one of 2 things can happen. If you have the lures tethering the Teralyst down, he will stand up again and you can keep fighting him in the same way. If you have no lures, he will sink to the ground and disappear and appear somewhere else. You can easily find him again by seeing a white aura coming from the ground, so having high ground or using Arcwing charges is definitely going to help you a lot finding him once again. As I said, you actually have to do that 4 times, 1 for each limb. Once you kill that 4th limb, he will sink to the ground, and instead of appearing elsewhere, he sinks to the ground and calls in a ton of his Teralyst buddies. They're going to heal him up during a couple of minutes while he's lying on the floor. During this phase, you need to kill as many of these ads as possible, and there are a ton of them, to basically to stop him regenning too much. After that, he stands up once more, and then it's just as simple as pouring all your damage onto him. Once he is dead, if you kill him with the lure present, with 2 lures present, you are going to see your loot floating in the air. If not, then you're going to find your loot on the floor. The Teralyst, honestly, it has a ton of attacks that it can do. The first one he does is like a ground slam. He raises his leg and slams it into the ground with incredible force. This is going to send you flying backwards something like 100 meters if you don't avoid it. It is fairly easy to avoid, just jump over it to be honest, just like a shockwave mower. If you get hit by this though, you are going to get launched back a long way. Try and avoid it at all costs. Even if you're in operator mode and you do avoid it, your frame is going to get launched. So make sure to pop back into your frame and back out again to bring it back into the fight. It means if you die in your operator, you're not going to be 100 meters backwards trying to get back into the fight. Second is his ground smash, where he's going to send a wave of energy at you. It pulls the ground up, it damages everything in its path. It does a lot of damage, but it's not too hard to avoid. Make sure you're moving all the time, and for the most part, you are going to avoid his damage. Next attack to be aware of is where the Teralyst is going to swing his arm around. It's going to either hit you directly with the arm, or it might be firing, in which case just try and avoid the arm, all the shots coming at you. Honestly, it is fairly difficult to avoid this, but it definitely can be done. He can also drop down, put his gun into the air, and fire a gigantic bombardment. It is super cool, looks amazing. Tons and tons of bullets are going to fall from the sky. Honestly, to be real, it's inevitable you're going to get hit by one of the charges, one of the bullets. Either you can just take the hits on your operator, or be constantly moving and just be very lucky. Final attack is where the Teralyst will fire an orb into the sky. That's going to split into a load of homing projectiles that will try and hit you. Honestly, this attack is very inaccurate. It's pretty easily dodged, so keep moving and the likelihood is it is not going to hit you. In terms of damage that you should be doing, by far the best combination to be using is Radiation and Cold. Radiation is strong against his alloy armor, Cold is strong against his shield. Honestly, I would mod for that if I was going to be taking him down. For tips and tricks, I don't have that many to be honest. Having one person designated to deal with the Formalists is definitely useful to stop him regaining his shield, but also taking potential damage away from the rest of the team, leaving them an easier job to take the Teralyst down. Very tanky frames like Assimilate Nyx, Defy Wukong, Iron Skin Rhino are incredible here, allowing them to be constantly invincible, something even Limbo cannot do. The bombardment actually passes through the rift and will kill him. Chroma for insane damage works incredibly well too. A buff Rhino, for example, is very good, buffing weapon damage. Other than that, honestly, high damage weapons are going to take him down quickly. Shotguns, opticals, even snipers. Snipers are my weapon of choice here because of the combo system. The ability to bring up big combos, further increasing that damage you're going to do to him. Each limb, though, you would destroy on the Teralyst does have a chance of dropping mods and an exceptional sentient core, so keep an eye out for those. That all-important loot. Honestly, the biggest thing, though, try to tank with your operator as much as you can. I know that sounds crazy because it doesn't have a lot of health, but your operator will never run out of revives. Your frame can. So try to take the big hits with your operator, such as the bombardment, or crouch during the magnetic AoE during those sort of phases to avoid that entirely. Just try to take those hits with the operator as much as you can. Use that as your tank rather than your frame. Honestly, that's pretty much everything on the fight. Can't think of anything else you need to know before heading into this. It's by far my favourite boss in the game. Incredibly designed, no involved phases, but it is tough without being cheesy. I absolutely love it, and I hope you do too. So to end off the video, I'm going to put the full footage of us taking it down so you can enjoy the whole fight. It's not my first takedown, that one is on Twitch, but it is still good nonetheless. I hope this video has been useful, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Right, let's go. Let's go do it. So I'm going to drop into Defy. We're going to just fight this like normally and then like, yeah, I know what I'm going to do with editing, so
I'm gonna
just fight him. So I'm going to try and focus on ads. So if you see ads, call them out. I love this fight.
So good.
So let's just keep burning down his shields. We're going to be focusing on his left knee first. If he's just knocked your frame a million miles away, jump back into operator and then back into your frame just to bring your frame close back to the fight. Because he'll like launch your frame to the other side of the map.
That helps a lot.
You can't use your weapons yet if I just use your operator beam. So basically at this stage you've got to burn him down so until he glows red. Oops. Right, there we go. He's now red. Start shooting the left knee. I'm on ads. Using snipers is really good here because you build up the combo counter on his knee. And that gives you the bonus damage.
There's a guy right next to me, Joe.
Thank you. Got him. So these ads, if you let them live, like don't worry about dealing with them. I've got the ads covered. But if you let them live, when he's in this stage where his shields are down, they'll try and put his shields back up again. And then you've got to re-burn down the shields with your operators, which can get quite annoying. So it's best to have someone focusing on that. Left knee, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Have I been shooting right? Probably.
I was like, why is this not going down quicker?
Yeah,
then I checked the other. I'm pretty sure it's probably FUD as well as shooting the other knee. There's no way it's only one person shooting the wrong knee.
No, I was looking at him, and left is his right knee.
Right.
If you look at first.
Move away from him. Because this bit hurts. Ow. I was slightly too close still. Sorry, we need to try and keep an eye on where he goes. There he is, he's right over the back there.
Wow, he is so far away.
That's a long way. So a long distance.
Oh, no, don't jump into the water, for God's sake.
Does the damage stay that we did to his left knee? Or his right knee?
Good question. I think we're about to find out.
I think you said no on the stream, but I don't remember now.
He was over here. I hear him.
He's basically straight over that hill.
Can you see? Can anyone see him?
I have a hill in the way.
I hear him though.
I hear him too.
He's probably further, dude. It was so far away where we were at. Yeah.
Yep, he's this way. I heard him roar.
Yeah. Yep.
I am an Eidolon. Hear me roar.
Damn, that is far.
Yep,
Yeah, that was probably. I think that's the furthest I've ever seen them go away. So Zenuric's actually pretty nice for this because you've got the operator energy regen. So that's actually like, if you're trying to do like a really organized squad for this, having a guy with Zenuric and the operator energy regen is so nice.
I'm on 60% on it.
I'm a derp and I'm currently on Naramon, so it's not really helping very much. Right, one of the ads are down. There's ads around, so...
Yeah, I see one to his left.
Yep. I'm pretty sure there's still another one around that I haven't managed to kill.
There we go.
Yep, left knee. Did the damage stay?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. That's actually useful.
Hey.
Well, at least that wasn't wasted time. Then that's good. I'm happy with that. There's the knee.
Woo!
Well,
That was quick.
Yeah. Try and get somewhere like elevated so we can see the see where he respawns.
The Teralyst retreats,
see him.
but remains close
Yep,
by,
I see him too.
wary of you.
My marker's more accurate. Blazer's set of mountain in the way, I think.
Those
Mine should be
devices
pretty much dead on.
from Vombalists. Make use of them.
Although Blazer's marker did definitely help me see where he was. There we go, enemy marker's on. So we're going to focus on left arm this time, which is the gun arm.
Well, we can get the both down to half.
We just
Sorry,
focus,
did you
just
just say
focus one
left arm?
down. Yeah, left arm.
Okay.
We'll just focus one down. There's not really any benefit to taking down like half of one and half another, really. There's not really any
Yeah, it
benefit
just
to
makes
that.
it longer for one and shorter for another.
Ooh, that was so bright. Yeah. Oh, bye.
Ooh. I saw you go flying there, Blaze.
Yeah, launched.
I landed.
Like it hurt.
I just arrived and landed in the water. Lost all my energy.
Just try and take the hits on your, especially now. This is where you definitely need to, like, as soon as you get knocked back into your frame mode, just jump back into your operator. Just tank the hits with your operator. It's so much nicer. So when he does his like his stomp's quite easy to see, like the one that locks you to like the other side of the map. It's quite easy to see because he'll lift his leg to do it. So just jump like you do with like a shockwave mower or something. There. And then bring your frame back into the fight.
Cannon?
Yep. Left arm. Is it vulnerable?
Yeah.
I didn't see you go. Oh, maybe.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
ad hunting, so. Oh, Sting it! The new dagger stance just dropped.
Where?
I marked it.
Thank you.
It's always the way when you're trying to like record something and like something good drops.
Wasn't it the one you had a spare on? You got them straight.
Yep.
That's
So the
fine.
drop rate doesn't seem to be too bad with that. There we go. Arms down. We're kind of in the lowlands here, so it might be difficult to spot him. I'm going to try and get up high. This is where we need our Arcwing modules.
Yes.
The Teralyst retreats, but remains close by.
Um,
Of you.
I don't see anything. Oh,
I don't see it.
I hear
I
him.
hear him.
Yeah, he's this way, I think.
Unless it's the music trolling us.
I definitely heard something towards this way. Yeah, he's probably on the opposite side of this encampment.
You just keep going until you hear him roar.
Am I hearing him walking?
I think so.
I think it's towards you, the waypoint someone did.
Yeah, I think this waypoint is pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
here.
right here. He's right here somewhere.
Nice
I can-
waypoint.
There he is. Nice job,
Sometimes
bud.
I can't tell if I'm hearing the steps or the drum music.
I know, it's such a troll. The troll music. Oops. It was me earlier saying that was easy to avoid. Completely didn't avoid that one.
A double jump. Basically jump into it instead of going over it. Cannon mode.
Yeah, it's going to be hitting the right hand. Yeah, the right hand side this time.
The tree.
Right arm. Tree arm. It's got ads. Just dealing with them. Oh, we're in bombardment. Nice. That attack at range looks incredible, by the way.
Yeah.
I saw that on
love
your
it.
stream once. It was gorgeous, like a fireworks show of death.
Much death. Oops.
Vulnerable.
Nice. Let's burn that arm down. I almost kind of want... I'm not focusing on ads at the moment because I almost want him to get some shields back for video purposes. Come on, little dude. He's got little dudes around him, but they're not actually giving him shields.
We're about to kill him. Do you want me to...
Nah, it's fine. We'll just keep going.
I can't get a killing blow. I almost just...
That's fine.
Phase 2. Get
I had
ready
to
for
stop
ads.
for a minute.
Right, now the ads are going to come in and try and heal him, so we need to deal with everybody on ads now.
Oh, right. I forgot this part.
Right, so he's currently regenerating some health. Like, the amount of health he has depends on how well we do at killing ads, so... Here we go. Boss burn phase. He can still get shields back during this phase too. Just burn the boss now. Just everyone focus the boss.
I didn't realize he had a hitbox for headshots in his face.
Yeah. So yeah, shoot his face. Shoot him in the face.
Kind of hard. That was like 100 meters away. And he was
Surely that's
facing
easier.
the- No, not when he's facing the wrong way.
It's almost down. And there he goes.
Nice!
Now we can kill ads.
Goodbye, buddy. Yep, then we just finish off the ads for the standing.